name is Catherine Fleming Bruce. I am currently, among other things, Director of Operations for Richland County Democrats. I am one of the candidates for chair for South Carolina Democratic Party. And I was actually asked to run for chair back in December in the aftermath both of my U.S. Senate run and of the disastrous results of the general election, of the midterm elections, where we didn't win any statewide seats. We lost 8 of our legislative seats. And so now we need a new direction. I think I bring a different perspective to the work of the Democratic Party, to making it something that everyone is partnered with, not simply a little small club. We need a big operation with allies and partners that are going to focus on change first, that can be felt all the way to the neighborhood level. And then we focus on telling people why they should vote for our candidates. If we are committed to justice, if we're committed to a common good, if we're committed to each other as neighbors, if we're committed to people's self-determination, people's rights, and their ability to make their own lives and be who they are, if we're committed to those things, we see them being destroyed right now by the Republican Party. I believe that Democrats win by regaining the trust of people in the communities, regaining the idea that we are your allies, we have your backs, we're working for you, and we're going to get it done. Our current chair, Trav Robertson, has been in the seat for 6 years, and he made the announcement recently that he's not going to run for re-election. So we really have an opportunity to think about the role that the Democratic Party plays in South Carolina politics, the role that we want it to play, and to decide that direction. So the delegates who have been elected through a process of precinct reorganization, where they go to the precinct meeting, they go to the county meeting, and then they go to the state meeting. So that process happened last year. And so those delegates from last year will come back to Columbia at the end of April to make this election. So they're the decision makers here. They're the power brokers and the ones who are going to decide the future direction of the party. One of the issues is that we've been very focused on running campaigns, but not on political education. So once the campaign is over, there's this tiny lull, and then it's like, oh, where's the next campaign? That's the hot, sexy thing to do, is to, be on somebody's campaign and, all the money rolls in and all of that. But once that's over, where are you going? So what does it look like to change that? First, to have a partnership where people are focused on making particular change in the community, in the neighborhood. And the Democratic Party, the organizations, and the elected officials are working together to get that done. We can still work together, all moving forward together, to say we need this corridor fixed so that there's grocery stores here and economic opportunity and other things that we want. All of us, African Americans, women, everyone else, is paying money through our tax dollars. Are we getting that investment back into our community? No, we're not. And we can go all over the state and see that, So that is the kind of thing when we call our attention to that. And as somebody who's been in the trenches doing this work, I think many people see me as an ally, as somebody who has been committed for a long time to do the work. I think that makes a difference. And many of the people who are in the party, they're not in the community. So having somebody who's been doing both is an important way forward. This is my opportunity to talk to you as people who, like me, are precinct leaders. I want to tell you my name, Catherine Fleming Bruce. I've been a precinct leader. I've been at various levels of the party. I've been at volunteer levels. And I believe that we have not done all we can to value each and every person who is working at the precinct level. Just to say thank you. Just to say, come in. Some of you may not even know where the office is, may not have met the various people because we're so top down. And so I want you to know, as a precinct leader, I want you to know that there's nothing I value more than you're having a positive experience as a member of the Democratic Party, as you're getting the support you need as a precinct leader. And I could say, as a candidate last year, I know what it's like to be out there and not get support. So I don't want anyone to experience that who is working with the Democratic Party. And that is something that I can promise you, is that we will have a kind of relationship that you're going to find beneficial and fulfilling. When you're in a good relationship, you know it, right? Either it's good or it's not so good or it's downright bad. So we know there's a Democratic Party that we need to have a good relationship, and right now we know we're not there. So I would say a good relationship is support, a good relationship is encouragement and inclusion, and bringing people to the table and seeing their talents, seeing one another as allies, not seeing, there's just a few people, and these are kind of the chosen people, and everybody else is just, not important. All of you are important. I'm asking you as a delegate to vote for me. I'm asking you to vote for real change. And I'm asking you to vote for the values that will make South Carolina strong. The power is in your hands, and I know you'll use it well.